Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, girls.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
All right.
Happy Monday. I
All
don't think
right.
I don't think it's notifying people. I see one person though, but I didn't see the thing go beep. Normally it does it. Oh, I think it is. It did do it.
Okay.
It did.
Hi, ladies.
Boom, 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 boom,
Hi,
boom, boom,
Lena.
boom,
Hi,
boom,
Mercedes.
boom,
Hi,
boom,
Amanda.
boom,
Hi,
boom,
Yvonne.
boom, 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 boom,
Oh, Lena,
boom.
you didn't get a notification. Okay.
Ain't
Hey,
that just
Amy.
something to dance about?
Okay.
Boom,
Hi,
boom, boom,
Alex.
boom.
How was the weekend, everybody? Did your team win?
Bum ba dum bum 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 bum
Hey, Taylor. Yeah. Hi, Gloria. How you doing,
bum bum bum
girl?
bum bum. Just when I thought it was over for
Hey,
me, you
Melissa.
kicked down the door and for me, yeah.
Right on time. Hey,
You're right
Heather.
on time. Just when I thought it was over for me, you kicked down the door. Hey Heather, can you do me a favor tonight when we do the Zoom? Can you make sure Angela gets it? Heather Herrera, that message was for you.
Yeah, yeah, DFW.
Make sure that Angela gets that Zoom. I don't think she got the message.
Okay, we gotta go Chiefs in here. Okay. Hey, Erica.
Hey Erica. So
Hey, Mama
housekeeping while
Bad.
everybody's coming in here.
Yeah,
Tonight we have our first Zoom experience.
we do.
We're excited about it. So for those are the ones who are on Patreon. So if you're not on Patreon, this is you. This is us saying get on Patreon. Get on it.
When you do, you help us to
This coffee's so good.
do the biblical support,
Yes.
give out free Bibles.
Yes. Which is our big deals.
Yeah,
Those are
yes, they
big deals.
are. They
Anyone who's
are.
received biblical support will tell you that's a big deal. And
Yeah,
anyone who's received the Bible will say,
yeah,
please let them
yeah,
continue to send the
yeah.
Bibles around.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope that
Hey, Anita.
soon here we'll be sending more than just the pink NK. Wouldn't it be nice if we can send these around the world?
Oh wow.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could send our new message Bibles around the world?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Hi, Holly.
Mm. Hey, Holly.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Holly, I'm gonna start calling you the super share. Last live, you was sharing it with everybody. I said, I love Holly. She tags everybody. You hear me? 2 weeks, ladies.
Hey, Marguerite. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Michelle.
Oh, come on,
Oh,
Michelle.
yes,
There.
thank you. Okay, so last Friday we had some serious tech issues, guys. Like, it was bad. And so that's why we expect the live tonight to be a little bit longer, because we're going to finish up Matthew 13 and then
Yes,
go
we
into
are.
14.
And then which when we do this, it takes a while.
Amanda, we do need to have a convention.
Yeah, we do. We do need to have a convention, and we're thinking about it.
Yeah,
and we're praying
we
about
are.
it.
Yes,
and we're doing
we're
all
doing
these
all the
things. What does
yes,
that look
yes.
like? What does that mini thing look like? We know what the broader thing. We know what the big
Yeah,
thing looks
yeah,
like.
yeah,
But how do we?
yeah.
How do we do that? How do we go around the world and do it? Um, when we do lives like this, though, it can take us a little minute. So it's gonna take us a little moment. And so for those of you who are going to hop on the Zoom, we'll hop on right after that. And we know that the communique says 7:15. We'll see. We're gonna
Yep.
try our best to be done with here at 7:15, so we can hop on the
Yeah.
Zoom and go deeper. We're excited to get on the Zoom because there's so much to be discovered here in our personal walks. When
Oh,
we're talking
yes,
about
yes.
parables, and we're talking about the signs, and we're talking about having ears to hear and eyes to see. And
Yeah.
this is something that you do want to walk through with a
Mm-hmm.
coach. Hello?
Yes, yes,
This is something that
yes.
you want to talk through, with others in the room,
Mm-hmm.
with in close proximity with
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
And so I'm excited about tonight.
Hi, Katie.
And it's going to
Welcome.
be a great, 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 great night.
Yeah,
Hi,
yeah.
Katie. Do I have to download the Patreon? No. It's
No,
going to
no,
be
no.
on
Not
Zoom.
at all. Not at
Amy,
all.
it's the class Zoom.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Shanika. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Yeah.
Oh. Shanika's like, we got her for 15 minutes.
We got her for 15 minutes.
Well, I think we should. Oh, I just realized
Yeah.
it's my turn to
Yes,
recap.
you did. Yes,
no,
you did. Yes, you did.
No, I don't want to recap.
Yes, you did. I knew. I knew before he hit start that it was this baby's turn to do the recap.
Man. I love the recap, but that recap get long lately. Woo.
Well, no. Y'all know since we've been doing the recaps, they've always been long.
Oh, Holly said, Lord, give me a ready heart. Yes.
Yeah, give Sherry a ready heart.
Holly,
okay.
Yes.
Don't let her fool y'all. Y'all know the recaps have always been long. She gonna be like, they've been long lately. Girl, they always been long. They've been long since we did Esther at the beginning.
Okay.
Esther. Y'all, if you have not done Esther with us, go and rewatch those
please.
Esters. Woo! Esther was good. Sometimes I think we're gonna have to run that beat back. That was just a good story.
Yeah, Esther was great.
Esther
was great.
Esther was great.
And we got to go see
Raven!
Hi, Raven! We got to go see. Who do we see live? We got to see the Esther play
Esther.
live in Branson, Missouri. I got thrown off.
Who did we go see live? Esther.
Yes, Esther was back. No, okay, let's get into it. Let's do it. Let's see if I can do it.
Let's see. I'm gonna get my timer ready. My timer.
I'm gonna try to do it in under 3 minutes. Because we have so much to do tonight. So
okay,
I'm gonna do.
Y'all, do y'all hear how? Do you hear how it changes when Charity goes? But when I go, it's always like, I'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip some.
Oh.
I'll probably skip like this one does.
No.
Raven, you think 2 minutes? Okay, no, we can't. It's 12 chapters.
Y'all ready for her to recap? And she's got to recap a little bit of 13 because that's what she posted. Because we behind.
Yep.
3 minutes is fair.
Yep.
I saw this to add this part of coaching class. What? No, it's not a part of the coaching class, Miss Shahin. The Patreon is to support, and that's how you get access to the Zoom. So you can do $5 a month. You can do $10 a month. You can do $20, $100, whatever you want to. But it's a way to help support the mission, but also it's a way for you to get access to the Zooms on Mondays.
Yeah.
Which they start today.
It's gonna be fun. Okay.
You ready?
But Bible studies are still here, of course. So let's see if I can recap this there.
I'm ready. You ready?
Yep.
Boom.
Okay, so Matthew 1, we start out with the genealogy of Christ. We read Ruth, and we can directly see how Ruth and her child were directly related to the birth of Christ, right? Then we get to Matthew 2. The wise men visit the king. It was so beautiful. But they also had to be, I don't know what's going on here. So that's a distraction.
Get the music.
You threw me off. Okay, so we get to how there was a plot to kill Jesus, but it was spoiled, of course, because every step along the way, God told them, go this way. Don't go this way. Do this. Don't do that. And he'll do that for us too, y'all. But we got to make sure that we're listening. We got to make sure that we're connected and that we obey. But anywho, then we get to the temptation of Jesus. Satan, after Jesus spent 40 days and 40 nights, Satan came and he tempted Jesus and he said, look at this. All of this can be yours. It's so interesting to me that Satan wanted to give Jesus something that was already his. Let's not let the devil, right? Let's not let him fool us into thinking that he's giving us something that we already have, or something we don't want,
or something we don't want,
or
something that feels right or seems right.
That part. We get to Sermon on the Mount, which y'all know I love. I say the same things over and over and over. Sermon on the Mount. Jesus taught about the Beatitudes. What does it take to be blessed? He said to be blessed, you are humble. You follow me. You seek me. But society tends to tell us that if you're blessed, right? If you have the things, you got the job, you have the car, you have the house, you have the kid, you have the things. But that's not what God said. God said you are meek and humble in spirit, and you search after me. y'all, that's what he calls blessed, and that's what we want, right? Matthew 6, he teaches us how to give, how to pray, and all these things are like you going and you doing this in secret. You are not doing it in front of people, which also is something that we see today, especially on social media. I did a kind thing, let me tape it. Well, guess what? They already got their reward.
Yeah.
Jesus says this so many times. You doing stuff out in public, you got your reward. What he rewards is those things that we do with him in secret. Going to your secret place, studying him in secret, giving in secret. Cure for anxiety, searching the Lord.
Yep.
Matthew 7, ask, search, knock. He says, you want me, you will find me if you seek me with all your heart.
Yes.
Matthew 8 and 9, we get to Jesus doing one of the things he does best, the miracles, right? Although we do see in Matthew 8 that a particular town, they told Jesus to leave over money. Y'all, we want to make sure that we are not idolizing anything but the Father, not placing anything in his spot. 9, like I said, more of Jesus doing what he does, driving out demons. Matthew 10, he commissions the 12, right?
Yeah.
He teaches them how, hey, follow me.
Yeah.
Leave all that other stuff behind, follow me. There was in one, I forget exactly where it was, but one of the chapters where Jesus is talking about, I know, I'm so over.
Why?
Where Jesus is talking about following him, and one of the disciples said, but Lord, I have to go take care of my father's house. And after doing a little bit or seeing my father burying my father, which has us thinking like, dang, Jesus, that was rude. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of, that's kind of hard. But that did, after doing some research, that doesn't even mean what we think it means when we read it.
Right.
It just means that I'm going to take care of my father to the end. He's like, follow me. All of that other stuff will come. So then we get to John 11. I'm sorry. John the Baptist doubts in Matthew 11. And that is all about how, honestly, we can doubt too. He knew what it was. He knew who Jesus was. He had baptized Jesus. Then talking about, are you the one? Sir, you know he the one.
Thank you, Lord.
Easy to doubt. Matthew 12. We get to more healings. But that's old. This is good. Because we get Matthew 12. He's like, this is war. Especially if you're looking at the Message translation.
Yeah, Message.
He says, this is war.
This is war.
Don't get in the way. If you're not for me, you against me. And that one hurt.
That one
hurt.
Yes.
This is war. If you're not for me, you against me.
Yes.
So that means we can't, God ain't over here and Satan over here, and we just walking in the middle of a war field with a Starbucks cup.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on? No. You in the way.
You in the way.
Y'all, we gotta choose ye this day who we will follow. And then we get to Matthew 13.
Yes.
And this is, of course, where we had some issues, and it was talking about how the ground, right? And how you can get, we can get the message of Jesus and what he's trying to tell us. And honestly, how difficult it is for us to take that thing and hold it.
To hold it.
I thought it was interesting to talk about how you think that it's like, okay, well, you have the believers and the non-believers.
Yeah.
This just talking about the believers. This ain't talking about the non-believers.
Right, this is talking about us.
This talking about us.
This talking about us.
And think about that, how difficult that is for it to not be choked out by the worries of life. And those things are real.
That's beautiful, but that's true, yeah.
It can get choked out by the worries of life,
y'all.
But if Matthew 1 shows us anything, he is Emmanuel. God is with us. Okay, that's my recap.
That was a beautiful recap.
How much was it? 18 minutes? Was that 18 minutes?
Tis whoa!
Oh my God! That was horrible. Okay, Raven, are you still on here?
Raven,
you said 2 minutes.
Raven, are you still on here, or where'd you go?
6 minutes, y'all. That's ridiculous.
6 minutes. I don't think it has ever taken that long to do a recap. And I just want to say that
did 18 minutes. Lies. The lies
you believe. The lies you believe.
Thank you, ladies.
You did amazing. It did not need any lesser time. Why? Because there's people on here that's never heard the recap.
Yeah.
Right, and that was a lot. That was a lot to cover, and we're about to continue to be in this thing.
Yeah.
Now they don't have to feel like, oh, I missed it. I can't be on the live with you guys.
Hi, Shalimar.
Hi, Shalimar. It was amazing. There was no way she was going to do it in 3 minutes. There was no way you're going to do it in 1 minute. Unless you skipped it.
Yeah, unless I just went through and read the headline.
Unless...
Our Bible, we have the
headline,
Bible, and it has headline. That's the only way.
Yes.
Under a minute, just read the headline.
Hey, Melissa, you close to us.
Oh, North Little Rock.
We're in Arkansas.
We love it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're in Matthew 13.
We're in Matthew 13.
And
we had some issues, y'all, on Friday.
We had some issues.
So we didn't get through all of Matthew 13. I think we stopped probably at about what, 13?
Yeah, I think we read or I was trying to read the Isaiah prophecy, but we had to stop.
Yeah.
Just because. Whew.
I feel like I want to go get the message.
Yeah, let's go. Message. Y'all, we got a long night. Let's see how. Oh my goodness, Jen, did you see we're gonna do walking on water today?
We are. Oh,
yes. Wow. We may have to play Sunday Surrounded by Water on here. And we're like, everybody turn to this song. It's a good thing to listen to when we talk about water in the Lord.
Okay.
Okay, good.
All around the earth, nothing. Okay. So, basically, right, the disciples are saying, Jesus, why are you speaking like this? Why are you speaking parables? Basically, that's what's happening. Yes, Shalom, I love the Message version. And so, Jesus is telling them, right, he's giving them Isaiah's prophecy.
Yes. Okay, it's open. All right, girl, open your Bible. Okay, Matthew 13. We're on verse 13. That's where we're gonna start.
Yeah, 13.
13. Okay. Boom.
Just down a little bit. There we go.
Okay, so this is a weird place to start this.
But they're asking, Lord, why do you speak in parables?
Mm-hmm. So that is why I speak to them in parables, because looking they do not see, and hearing they do not listen to understand. That's an interesting place to start. Because when I gave them the signs, they did not see or understand. I gave it to them right in front of their faces.
Yeah.
They didn't recognize it, and they didn't hear it. I gave it to them in the way that they could hear it, and they didn't hear it.
Yeah.
That is interesting. Let me let these people into the group real quick, guys. Give me a second. Okay. Isaiah's prophecy is fulfilled in them, which says, "You will listen and listen, but never understand. You will look and look, but never perceive. For this people's hearts has grown callous. Their ears are hard hearing, and they have shut their eyes. Otherwise, they might see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their hearts, and turn back, and I would heal them. Blessed are your ears, because they do see. Blessed are your eyes, because they do see.
Lord, I want my ears to see.
And your ears, because they do hear. For truly I tell, many prophets and righteous people long to see the things you see, but didn't see them. To hear the things you hear, but they didn't hear them."
Oh, isn't that good?
Yeah.
It's like the things that I have shown you. Be grateful for those things, because there are some people, right, who
can miss it.
who they prayed and didn't get to see, right? And I think this is also too, because I was looking at the Message translations. That's where we were talking about that ready heart.
Yes.
Lord, give me a ready heart.
Give me a ready heart.
I do see and I do understand.
Yeah, and I think some people are scared to see. They want to, because what if it's not what I wanted?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What if it's not what I wanted? What if I asked him the questions, it's not what I wanted? There was something that I saw on Facebook. It's like, the Lord will give you the vision, but won't tell you how to do that. And I was like, that is blasphemy. Because the Lord will tell you how to do, but you got to sit, you got to get close. You got to spend that time with him. You got to get in close proximity so you can hear.
Yeah.
the way he talks to you so you can grow.
Hmm.
But it's hard when you're surrounded by people who believe that the Lord will only give you the vision. But he won't give you the how. But if you listen, that's why you have to have ears to hear and eyes to see. He will tell you. He's telling you. Earlier today we were talking about the signs that the Lord's giving us, and there's these parallel stories that are going on right now at the same time. And I'm like, what is he saying in these stories? What is he saying in these events? And some of you guys have to do the same thing. I see there's this playing out over here, but there's also this playing out over here. Lord, help me pay attention to see what you're showing me and hear my instructions. See what's in front of me and hear my instructions. And so that's what we're going to continue to hear is the Lord telling and showing these disciples and the crowds and these parables. These are the signs of heaven.
Yeah.
And for us now in these days, yes, we can hear about the parables, but there's parables that are happening in your life, and the Lord's like, now pay attention, girl.
Pay attention.
I am talking directly to you.
Yeah.
And so some of y'all are like, man, I was wondering about this keeps happening, and pay attention. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's telling you, hey, I'm giving you something right in front of your face that you can understand. You can. You can. You just have to pay attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the disciples can. He's like, you can. And so I believe that if you're on here, you can. You can. You do have eyes to see and ears to hear.
Yeah.
You do. So pay attention. What was we got?
You know what though? I'm reading the Message translation. I think this is interesting too.
Okay.
Because it goes a little bit further. They say, your ears are open, but you don't hear a thing. Your eyes are awake, but you don't see a thing. The people are stupid. They stick their fingers in their ears so they won't have to listen. You know how the babies do that?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear you. They screw their eyes shut so they won't have to look.
Yeah. So why would a person do
So
that?
they won't have to deal with me face to face.
Yes.
And let me heal them. Oh my God.
Yes.
But you have God blessed eyes that see. And
Come
God
on.
blessed eyes,
Woo, that is
ears
very
that
sweet.
hear. A lot of people, prophets and humble believers among them, would have given anything to see what you are seeing, to
Yes.
hear what you are hearing, but never had the chance.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yep.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I agree.
So I think that gives a little hope in that too.
Yes.
Right? Because it's like, Lord, give me the ready heart, but I also know that I'm not over here trying to do this.
Yes.
When you're trying to talk to me now, let's be real. There have probably been times where I was like, I don't want to hear this.
Right, but I can't wait. So the Coaching Academy, the girls are on this 10-week journey right now, and they're about to hear in a few weeks about obstacles, these internal obstacles that we have. Did you guys know that those obstacles show up when the Lord's trying to speak to us too? Our obstacles are fear, lack of confidence. These are the things that make us go, la, 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 la.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear that.
That's
it's
good.
Doubt, right? Come on, let's talk about John the Baptist. We just got out of this. Doubt.
Yeah.
These are the things that make us want to block our gates from the Lord. Not just from other people, but from God. Like, God, I don't want to, because I can't speak properly. I can't read properly. I can't. All these things. I can't. And he's looking at us like, you must. You will. You know.
Yeah.
Come get the instructions so I can show you how to do it my way.
Yeah.
A way that you will love, not a way that cause you to feel torment. You know.
Yeah.
Not a way that makes you feel inadequate. But we are literally surrounded by. Sometimes it can feel like fear. And one of the times Charity and I was trying to get the understanding about something he wanted to do, and I'm like, we're gonna have to tell fear to get the hell out. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
But I was like, we're gonna have to tell fear to get the hell out, because we can't get it because we're afraid that the Lord is going to. I feel like we just talked about this a couple of lives ago about not feeling like the Lord wants the best for us. You know, because
But that's good.
did we talk about it here? I don't remember. But anyway, having that fear, like, what if what I want?
Oh,
You know.
yeah. The Lord doesn't want. He doesn't want the
Yeah.
best for me.
Yeah.
He wants what I don't want.
What he wants, what I don't want.
He wants
yeah.
what I don't want. He wants me to do
that's a lie,
what I
right?
don't want to do.
Exactly. And that's the lie that we
Yeah.
could be believing.
Yeah.
And that's the lie that will get you to do what? La 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 la
Yeah.
la. That is the lie
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
will keep you from getting your divine instructions.
Yeah. For
That is the
sure.
lie that would keep you stuck. That is the lie that it just keep you in bondage. It'll keep you in changing, and it'll keep you blinded and deaf.
Yeah.
And y'all have to say, I fear God only. You
Yeah.
have to say, hey,
Right, Yvonne. Fear only God.
yeah,
Yep.
fear only God. But you also have to say, God, I'm ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Because only the enemy will get you to do this.
Yep.
The
Yep.
Lord will have you multiply, bright,
Yeah.
shining. All that He wants that light shining everywhere because it's His light.
Yep. Yep.
And so, y'all need to be praying for eyes to see and ears to hear and to be fearless.
Yep.
This is that I need to be fearless.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Okay.
more with what you've called me to do, right?
Yes.
Give me the steps. Give
Give
me
me
the
the
power.
stuff. Give me the power. Yeah, give me the
Give me the
instructions.
courage.
Give me the courage.
Yeah.
Give me the confidence, so that I
Yeah.
can do your will, not for me, Lord,
Yeah.
but for them.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Give me the courage to be on here with a hat on and glasses. Okay.
Okay. The parable of the sower explained.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. Do we want to read a message? Maybe. I don't think we're gonna get to 14. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't think it's happening.
I don't think it's happening.
Okay, the meaning of the harvest story, or the parable of the sower explained. I'm going to read the message translation. Study this story of the farmer planting seed. When anyone hears news of the kingdom and doesn't take it in, it just remains on the surface. And so the evil one comes along and plucks it right out of that person's heart. This is the seed the farmer scatters on the road. The seed cast in the gravel, this is the person who hears and instantly responds with enthusiasm. But there is no soil of character. And so when the emotions wear off, oh my God, and some difficulty arrives, there is nothing to show for it. And we know, y'all, difficulty is coming. It's
Yep.
not if, it's when.
It's not if, it's when.
Okay, and then, 22. The seed cast in the weeds is the person who hears the kingdom news, but weeds of worry and illusions about getting more
Yeah.
and wanting everything under the sun strangle what was heard, and nothing comes of it.
Yeah.
That seems like those worldly desires,
Yeah.
or just the worry of. That may not just be worry. That just may worldly desires. That could
Yeah.
just be the basics.
Yeah.
Like, Lord, I need the basics at this point. And the seed cast on good earth is the person who hears and takes in the news and then produces a harvest beyond his wildest dream.
Beyond.
Wow.
I mean, it's one of those things where you kind of like wish we can.
Carolyn.
Hey, Geraldine.
Yeah.
We can stop right there because I think this is when you have to look at in yourself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
say, where am I? Where's there room to grow?
Yeah. And we all have it.
Yep. And
You know?
even if you're on the good soil, right? And you are doing something with the news that he's giving you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, what more could you do? You know?
Yeah.
And don't just be right there.
Yep.
Ask him, Lord, where do you
Yeah.
want me to go?
Yeah.
Where do you want me to
Yeah.
go?
Lord, I've hidden your word in my heart so I may not sin against thee. That's just because I don't want the seed to be cast out on the gravel, right?
Yep.
Or in the weeds, or on the road.
On the road, yeah.
It's like, Lord, I want it to take root.
I want it to take root.
So, and honestly though, this is the thing. When it takes root and the difficulties come, like that's what we used to fight with.
Yes.
That's what we used to fight with.
Yes.
That's how we fight.
Mm-hmm.
How do we fight temptation? How do we fight, right? The mind games and the mind tricks that the devil tries to bring us. We fight it with the word, right? We don't give up. Okay, so
Okay. Yes. So the parable of the wheat and the weeds. He presented another parable to them. The kingdom of heaven may be compared to a man who sowed good seed in his field. But while people were sleeping, his enemy came, sowed weeds among the wheat,
Wow.
and left. Are y'all following along with the story? Are you
Sabotage. Sounds like
Are
sabotage.
you hearing
to me.
the part of the story?
Okay. Sounds like somebody was hating.
Right. When the plants sprouted and produced grain, then the weeds also appeared. Right. Why? Because the enemy, while they were sleeping, planted seeds as well. So as their stuff was sprouting, as the plants were sprouting, so were the weeds. The landowner's servant came to him and said, Master, didn't you sow good seed in your field? Question mark. Then where did the weeds come from? Where did the weeds come from, girl? An enemy did this, he told him. An enemy did this. So do you want us to go and pull them up? Question mark. The servant asked him. No, he said. When you pull up the weeds, you might also uproot the wheat with them.
Yep.
Let's both grow together until the harvest. Let both grow into the harvest. At harvest time, I'll tell the reapers, gather the weeds first, then tie them in a bundle to burn them, but collect the wheat in my barn. Did it preach to you?
What job? The first thing I thought about was
Let them grow together.
the people who are against you. You like, well, Lord, why
Why they here with me?
they here? Why they prospering? Right? You know what I mean?
Why they get
They over
to
here,
prosper while I'm
right? They here, we here together, and yet they're the ones. They're doing just fine. You know, you ain't plucked them out.
You plugged them
Ain't
out?
no justice. And he said, wait.
He said, wait.
He said, wait.
He said, I get them. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to read fast in the message verse and see
Yeah.
what it says.
No, it was along the same line. There was no difference.
It sure wasn't.
It wasn't no difference. I was reading along.
No difference at all.
So,
But are they really? Ooh.
ew, exactly. Hey, Val. Okay. So 30, 31?
31. He presented another parable to them. The kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed that a man took and sowed into the field. It's the smallest of all the seeds, but when grown, it's taller than the garden's plants and becomes a tree, so that the birds of the sky come and nest in its branches. He told them another parable. This kingdom of heaven is like leaven that a woman took and mixed into 50 pounds of flour until all of it was leavened. He was like, it can be small,
Yeah.
but it will be mighty.
Oh, that's good.
The
That's what he
seed.
does with the small that we do, you know?
It multiplies into something
Oh, that's
bigger.
good.
So it may
Yeah.
feel small when he gives it to you,
Yeah.
right? But when it matures, when it's
Yeah.
ready,
Yeah.
it's a force to be reckoned with.
Right.
It's a force
Right.
to
Right.
be reckoned with.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are, come on, Lord, you are a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
You,
Ooh, that's good.
you,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
you.
Girl, it's you.
Girl, it's you. You are the part of the kingdom
Yeah.
that is planted on earth.
Yep.
That's supposed to be here, rooted, and sharing the good news.
Yeah.
And you are mighty. You
Yeah.
are powerful.
Yeah.
'Cause
That's what he
is.
can do with your small step of obedience.
That's what he can do.
Your
Just
small
like
amount of faith. Right? He can multiply that thing.
He would definitely multiply that thing. Okay, next. 34. Jesus told the crowds of all these things in parables, and he did not tell them anything without a parable. So that was spoken through the prophet might be fulfilled.
Yeah.
I will open my mouth in parables, and I will declare things kept secret from the foundations of the world.
I love how the Message translation says stories. All Jesus did that day was tell stories.
That's all he did.
A long storytelling afternoon, and his storytelling fulfilled the prophecy.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. The curtain of history.
I've been coming up. Yeah. Go ahead and read it.
Okay.
I've been
Okay. Jesus dismissed, so starting at 1336. Jesus dismissed the congregation and went into the house. His disciples came in and said, "Explain to us that story of the thistles in the field." So he explained, The farmer who sows the pure seeds is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The pure seeds are subjects of the kingdom. The thistles are subjects of the devil. And the enemy who sows them is the devil.
Oh, Lord.
The harvest is the end. The harvest is the end of the age. The curtain of history. The harvest hands are angels. The picture of thistles pulled up and burned is a scene from the final act. The Son of Man will send his angels, weed out the thistles from his kingdom, pitch them in the trash, and be done with them.
Yeah.
They are going to complain to high heaven, but nobody is going to listen.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, right, holy lives will mature and adorn the kingdom of their Father.
Yeah.
Are you listening to this? Really listening?
Mm-hmm.
God's kingdom is like a treasure hidden in a field for years and then accidentally found by a trespasser. The finder is ecstatic, what a find, and proceeds to sell everything he owns to raise money and buy that field.
Amen.
Or God's kingdom is like a jewel merchant on the hunt for exquisite pearls. Finding one that is flawless, he immediately sells everything and buys it. Or God's kingdom is like a fish net cast into the sea, catching all kinds of fish. When it is full, it is hauled onto the beach. The good fish are picked out and put into a tub. Those unfit to eat are thrown away. That's how it will be when the curtain comes down on history. The angels will come out and call the bad fish and throw them in the garbage. There will be a lot of desperate complaining, but it won't do any good. Jesus asked, "Are you starting to get a handle on all this?" They answered, "Yes." He said, Then you see how every student well trained in God's kingdom is like the owner of a general store who can put his hands on anything you need, old or new, exactly when you need it."
Mm-hmm. Did you guys hear that? The Lord puts his hands on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So even though we may be the owner of it here,
Yeah.
the Lord touches it.
Yeah.
Like, we just read all of this about the kingdom. We read all of this about, being, his daughters, but also being with people, who maybe we don't want to be with, right? And the Lord's like, I got it. Because at the end, they'll be thrown out. At the end. So I don't know if anyone has dealt with, like to me, the end doesn't mean that it doesn't have to be the end of their life or end of your life. It could be the end of the situation. It could be the end of the relationship. It could be the end of it. And you can see, like, at the end of the day, the Lord dealt with it. And so he's not asking you to put your hands on it.
Yep.
At the end of the day, he will do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
He will get he would throw the bad fish out, and the good fish get to stay. As Charity was reading it, I was like, that is like really good. And I don't think I've ever read these parables at the end of Matthew 30. So I'm like, it was really a blessing to hear, because it's like at the end of the matter, at the end of the obstacle that you're facing, at the end of all of that, the Lord's like, I am God.
Yeah. Yeah.
And although you have a responsibility here because you are the merchant, right? You're the store owner. I will touch the new and the old things, the bad things and the good things. He will touch it. He will put his hands on it. And you see all these people in the parables about, like, when people find the kingdom, they want to give it all. Like when they had that, say it in a different way, Steve. When you have that experience with the Lord, it makes you want to surrender it all.
Yeah.
And no one can convince you to use earthly wisdom, right? Earthly advice to not do that. Because you're like, I'm going to give it all to him. Because that's where my true treasure is. And the Lord honors it.
Yeah.
Because you have everything. Everything that you could ever think and imagine when you do that. When you really get to, when you get a glimpse of heaven, get a glimpse of that experience with him. That is beautiful. That's how you know if you have seen the kingdom. When you want to give everything, when you risk everything, when you sell everything. That was beautiful for us to read.
Yeah.
I'm over here like, oh, we we're not gonna be able to finish it. 13 and blah blah. And as you read, I was like, oh, this is like very well to my soul.
Yeah, yeah.
This makes me want to say, everybody, go have an experience with the Lord. This is how you know. And I'm like, and until you feel like you can sell everything, until you can, give everything till you can find it.
Yeah.
Whether it's all your time to find it. Then we aren't talking about money. We can talk about your time. Until you have invested all your time seeking and sitting and trying to find what he's giving you, then you ain't reaching it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, it was just beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. Okay. What time is it? Oh, my goodness.
Well, we can finish.
Okay.
So, starting with 53, Matthew 13:53.
We're
I'm
gonna
reading out
finish
of the
that,
Message, so I'm
yeah.
sure your translation is different. When Jesus finished telling these stories, he left there, returned to his hometown, and gave a lecture in the meeting house. He stole the show, impressing everyone. Okay? Okay?
I love the
Jesus was dropping
message.
The mic. He stole the show. He impressed them all.
He stole the show.
Like,
that is funny. Does it really say that?
He stole the show, impressing everyone.
Y'all, the Message version.
Okay.
That's for us.
This says Jesus had swag, okay?
It said Jesus sold the soul, impressing everybody.
He was up there. They were like, who is this man up here? Okay. So they said, we had no idea he was this good. How did he get so wise, get such ability, right? But in the next breath, they were cutting him down.
In the next breath.
We known him since he was a kid. He's the carpenter's son. We know his mama.
We know
Mary.
his mama.
We know his mama. We know his brothers, James and Joseph, Simon and Judas. What's the deal? We know him.
What's the deal?
All his sisters live here. Who does he think he is?
Who does he think he is? And they were offended by him.
Yeah, they said they got all bent out of shape. And so
that made me have questions because it's like they went in awe of his
they went
wisdom.
on.
And then it was like
Jealousy.
It's like they got closer to him. It's
like,
like,
wait, what you talking?
It's like
about?
that thing, that notion of like when the Lord is near, you start to share like your ugliness comes out, because it's like that can't be with God, so that comes out of you. So I'm like, I'm wondering if like they just started being ugly. I don't know. I'm not explaining that right. I'll come back to it.
But Jesus said a prophet is taken for granted in his hometown and his family. He didn't do many miracles there because of their hostile indifference. So saying that to say, when the people, when the family, the friends, people where you from, they don't get it. Yeah. They didn't get it for Jesus either,
when somebody's reading you and you get offended. So I'm wondering what was Jesus saying, because it was like maybe he was reading them, and then was like, "Oh, I am not going to listen to this because I know your mama." They started being like, "I know your mama, I know your brothers, I know all these people." And I think they got really offended. They went from, "Ooh, this is good."
It was too close to the situation.
Yes, it went from, "He's amazing, he's good," to, "Wait a minute."
Right. And that can happen. They just say one wrong thing.
Say one
wrong thing.
You all up in my business, sir, and I know your mama.
Okay. And your daddy.
And your daddy.
And your brothers.
And your brothers.
I know your whole family.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all just a bunch of carpenters.
And it be those. It's those situations, right? Especially, I'm going to say this. I save it. Save it for class. This helps. This helps from a situation that we're talking about in class. It be the people closest to you that don't respect you, that know that you're called, that know that you can, but be like, I don't respect you in that seat.
Yeah.
Because you're in their business. This is so good. I need to make myself a note though, and I'm gonna have a pen, not a pen near me. Okay.
Well, ladies, this was great.
Ladies, this was great. We're not getting
Tiffany. I knew you win. Yep.
I knew you win.
Hi, so Charlotte. She's talking about our life coaching.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring it up on Thursday. Yeah. I'm gonna bring it up on Thursday about this notion of even Jesus. Even Jesus gets rejected by people that he knows the most. He is God. and they're like, you cannot, like they were offended by him. And so are we.
Yeah.
So when we're coaching someone, we can you know, we could offend someone that we're not trying to offend. I'm going to be able to say it the way I want to say it, but when we get behind the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so we are going to do Matthew 14 on Friday.
Yep. Yep.
We're going to do it on Friday because this will be another darn hour.
Listen, the message is good.
The message
it really
is
breaks
good.
it down. If anyone on here is like, you know what, I kind of struggle with the understanding, right? Sometimes message is really good with that. Just breaking it down to the basics, more so in language that's easily understandable.
Yes, I think so. I think it just preaches it.
Yeah,
it preaches it.
Yeah, it preaches it.
Okay, so for those of you who are on Patreon, get on the link.
Yeah,
we'll see you there. Bye, y'all.
The other one, see you Friday.
See you Friday. We're gonna do Matthew 14.
Bye.
Bye. Girl.
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 Open
Open
your
your
Bible.
Bible.